Before we begin, let us take a moment to bring our hands together in veneration. The perfect teacher, master, is the guidance to all human beings to come out from this mental vexation. He is the fountain of loving kindness and compassion, reminding ourselves the nobleness of the noble one, the perfect one. Let's bring our hands together in veneration, the Supreme Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. How are you all today? Good? Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know that this talk series that we conduct to detox your mind, day by day, when you're listening to these Dhamma talks, you have to contemplate with us. If you are not contemplating, if you are not thinking, if you are not reflecting this Dhamma with your experience, then you won't understand this. It won't happen anything, but you will understand. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 types of merits you need. 3 levels of merits. Actually, there are 4 levels of merits. The first level of merits is to become a human. You need to have that. You need to be very meritorious to be a human being. As human being, very healthy human being. What do you think about yourself? Have you passed that merit? Do you have that merit with you? Yes. That's why you are living at this moment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? Congratulations, you are living. That means you now have this merit. I mean, you're consuming these merits that you have earned before. And the second level of merit is to listen to the Dhamma. You need to have another level of merit to listen to the Dhamma. Listening to the Dhamma is very critical, ladies and gentlemen. Not everybody gets this chance. Do you think all the people in this world, do they listen to these talks? Do they listen to our teachers' talks? Everybody? Yes, of course, you hope that everybody listen. But do you think that everybody might have a chance to listen to this? No. They are busy with party. They are busy with enjoying the life. Agree? But since you are here and since you are listening to these talks, people who behind the camera, they have these merits to listen to the Dhamma. You are so meritorious, ladies and gentlemen, because now you can hear the Dhamma. You are here now. At the moment you are hearing the Dhamma. This moment you are hearing the Dhamma. This is a very precious moment that you're passing. What would be the third level? That is to understand the Dhamma. When I'm telling you things, when you understand those things, right? That means if it's something makes sense, if it's something makes sense, that means you're meritorious enough to understand the Dhamma. There are some people that even though they are listening to a talk, they can't understand the Dhamma. You know why? Because they don't have that merits to understand the Dhamma. Dhamma is not actually logical to them. They don't feel Dhamma is logical, but they have they have they have the merits to listen to the Dhamma, but they don't understand the Dhamma. Depends on the where you are. You have to involve in these meritorious activities. Whatever that you have to sacrifice your life to give your maximum your efforts to the Sambuddha Sasana, your life to the Sambuddha Sasana. If you do that, then you can earn these merits to level up these merits that you have. That's why these ladies and gentlemen in our monastery we have created an environment to do involve in merits. I heard that last Saturday. There's one. It's very interesting incident happened. If you have you ever noticed that somebody who's living nearby the monastery has offered the place that they live to the Mahasangha. They are still living there. They have offered that place to the Mahasangha. They have donated that place to the Mahasangha, to the monastery. And Mahasangha then gave the permission for them to live there until they die. Now think about, they are living in a property that belongs to the Mahasangha, not belongs to themselves. At the same time, they are living in a property that Mahasangha allowed them to live. If they sweep, if they clean up that place, if they wash any curtains, if they're repairing that place, ladies and gentlemen, what they are doing is not their house. They are cleaning not their house, ladies and gentlemen. They are cleaning that house that belongs to the Mahasangha. Think about how intelligent those people are. These are one of my friends' father, one of my colleague monks, father and mother. They have built this house for themselves because they want to come near to the monastery, and they're living there. What they have done is that they have offered that place to the Mahasangha. Then Mahasangha have offered them back. You can use it until you die. You know that now they are living in a property that belongs to the Mahasangha. That means what? It's a very genius decision. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, our monastery is creating this environment for the people to earn merits, because alangi sumane danani datung alam punyani katun deva bhutasapa hitakarani punyani manusa bhutasapa hitakarani punyani pabbajitassapa hitakarani punyani. Bhagavatam says, Lord Buddha says, that involving meritorious activities is something you have to do diligently. Because involved in those meritorious activities is something beneficial for even human beings, deities, not only those two only, but also for Swamin Wahanses or Bantes or people who are practicing this path, like you guys. Involved in meritorious activities is the must, because understand the Dhamma is another level of merits. If you can listen to these Dhammas, if you don't understand the Dhamma, what is the problem you have? Do some merits with the determination that you might understand the Dhamma. You will do that. You will get what you want. It's all because of the merits. I'm telling you this, my first-hand experience, because before I come to this sasana, since 2019, from 2019 I started 2018 I started listening to these talks from the Guru Hamdro, Guru Tero. Since then I was involved in a lot of meritorious activities. I helped a lot of people to come to this sasana. I recommend this asana for a lot of people. I preach Dhamma those days. And I help people to come out from their suffering. As much as I can understand, I give that message to those people. I recommend people to come to the monastery and offer alms. Not only this monastery, but also the monastery that I stay there, like in Australia. Because of those merits, I know that the path that I practice is so rigid, and I understand the Dhamma perfectly. It's because of merits. Can you guess what is the discernment? Ladies and gentlemen, this is to reflect the Dhamma. This is very critical. Even though Dhamma is logical to you, when I'm presenting, when I'm teaching, logical, you can understand, but it's like applying, contemplating, or reflecting the Dhamma within you is something, a miracle that happens. It's not only because of that I'm saying, but because of the merits that you have at this moment is driving to reflect this Dhamma. Do you agree with me? You have this understanding, you have this experience. Sometimes you can listen, you can understand the Dhamma, but it's not applicable. You can't apply that. You don't feel it from your nerves. You don't feel it from your heart, the bottom of your mind. You don't feel it. That's because of that you don't have merit to understand that level. The last couple of weeks when I visited Australia with Guru Thero, that those days Guru Thero was explaining Dhamma to me sometimes. But I know I didn't understand those things. You know why? Because, these are deep concepts that he is contemplating. We are no longer there to understand. That's why this is a journey. I'm going through the destination. I can clearly see the destination. Guru Thero is reaching to the destination. I believe. He might not achieve that, but he is also going to that destination. We know that destination is there. We know the Colombo is this place. We know where to go. We know how to go there. This place is confirmed and this is done. I know that. That's why in order to reflect this Dhamma, you need to have the merits, ladies and gentlemen. In order to practice the path, you need to have the merits. That's why throughout these talks now, I have been telling to you, right, about the Dhamma and about the mind and about slowly we were studying about these things. But at the same time, I want you to start practicing the path. It is high time for you guys to start practicing the path. Practicing the path is not always thinking about the Dhamma. Thinking about reflecting the Dhamma is something that has to happen. In order that to happen, there should be a path, there should be practices that you have to practice. Like in the monastery, in the monastic people that in our monastery, they are doing Buddhaguna chanting. They chant Buddhaguna, Itipi so Bhagava. They chant the qualities of the Buddha, virtues of the Buddha, virtues of the Dhamma. They offer alms, they offer the Buddha pujas. They worship the Buddha. They offer flowers, they offer water to the Buddha statue. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the path. This is the way to practice this path. When you are saying Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa, what you are doing is you are giving a pledge to practice the path. From today onwards, if you can do this, you will earn merits to reach this goal. Shall we start this? Before you go to the bed, Every night, before you go to the bed, can you offer a water, glass of water, to the Buddha statue that you have? I'm not asking you to become a religious man, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a science behind this offering. You are not offering to a statue. You are not, I mean, you don't have to have a statue in front of the whatever the place that you live. You can offer this. I mean, it doesn't, you don't have to have a statue there. You can even, you can get a picture. You know that I there's a lady in Australia. She's actually Chinese. She doesn't have a Buddha statue now, but she was printed. She printed a photo of Buddha, and she kept next to his next to her, the cabinet or something, the drawer, something that you keep things in her living room, and she is offering this water every night before she go to the bed. She goes to the bed. She's doing that. She's doing that. Because of that, that she even had a chance to visit this monastery. She started this journey with us 2 years ago, and I asked her to offer this, and you will learn merits to understand the Dhamma. She came here, she visited here. There was a lady from New Zealand. She's actually, I mean, when I met her, she didn't have an understanding of the Dhamma. She just came here to visit us. Like, that there's Swami Nwase Bhante have, right? You can offer something. They came here. And when we preached, she was listening only for 1 hour. And she had to go that day. I still remember. This is not the same lady I was talking earlier. But when she leave, I asked her to offer this water every night and make a wish, make a determination that you understand the Dhamma. You know what happened? Just a few days ago, she joined the monastery as Anagarika. Don't you think this is working? This is working, ladies and gentlemen. I did it. When I first started listening to the Dhamma, I started this because my teacher asked me to do this. And after that, every day I'm offering water to the Buddha before I go to sleep. Or when I wake up. Usually when I wake up, if I didn't offer the water to the Buddha before I go to sleep, after I wake up, at least I'm doing it. Every day I have done at least once. This is the way to practice this. I'm telling you. If you start doing this, you won't feel lustful feelings. You won't feel anger, hatreds, annoyance. Not because of you understood the Dhamma, because now you are creating an environment to practice the path. You are making some meritorious days every day. Because you're starting up the day, you're sleeping, towards the end of the day, now you have done a merit, and you go to the bed with doing a merit. Otherwise, I know those people who are living, when they go to the bed, they take the phone. Should I say it? Of course. Take the phone, YouTube short, TikTok, Instagram, swiping the screen until they fall asleep with the phone, and they go to the bed. But when you wake up in the morning, first thing what you're doing is take the phone back and checking the notification again. Have you lived? Are you living this kind of life or not? I know. If you have a phone, this is the life that you're spending. But if you do involved in this practice in the path, for example, offering the water to the Buddha, then you can actually win this game. Not only listening to the talk, contemplating, but earning merits, making the ground, making the environment to to understand this Dhamma, reflect this Dhamma, is also essential in this practicing the path. Because detox your mind is not always listening to the talks. Detox your mind is actually, in order to detox your mind, you have to detox your habits. What do you think? Can you promise me that you will do this? If you're even though you are anagarika, you are sila shravika, it doesn't matter. Before you go to the bed, or at least when you wake up, offer water. It doesn't have to be. I mean, let's say you have four family members in the house. One is offering water. Okay, take the water back, and have again fill with another water, some water, and then offer it back. There's no harm. Do this. You might be questioning, haha, Swaminasa, Thero. I mean, it doesn't make sense because nobody is drinking that water. I'm just offering water. For whom? There's nobody. It's only a statue, it's only a picture. There's no Buddha to drink this water. No, ladies and gentlemen, you are not offering to the Buddha as a person. You are offering to those virtues. The water has. What is the quality of the water? Water has a quality. What type of quality? A cooling effect, soothing effect. You know what I mean? Cooling effect. You are offering that quality to that Buddha, the infinite virtues, infinite qualities of the Buddha. You're offering a quality. You're offering something cooling, isn't it? Then what you will receive? Of course, your mind will be relaxed. Because of that, how mind can be relaxed? Not by releasing the pressure, but by understanding the Dhamma to get rid of the pressure. That's the way to cool your mind down. Do you understand that? See, this is very logical, I'm telling you. What you give is what you get. Do you agree with that? If you give cooling effect, what you will receive? Cooling effect. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. You are giving to the person, or are you giving to a person, or are you giving to infinite virtues of the Buddha? You are giving to the infinite virtues of the Buddha. So, when you offer water to the infinite virtues of the Buddha, you are offering cooling effect to the infinite virtues of the Buddha. Then you will receive the Dhamma to experience the Buddha, Dhamma to understand the Buddha, Dhamma to reach the Buddhahood. For you to experience that cooling effect. That's what you will receive. What you give is what you get. This is something happening in this world, ladies and gentlemen. Do this and have a determination that you. And also, the other thing is, even though you offer water, that's not the case. I mean, that's not going to work. If you offer when you offer water, have a determination. With the power of these merits, I will reflect, I will understand the Dhamma. May the power of these merits that I'm earning will guide me to realize the truth. Can you have this determination over the water? This is something golden, this is something worth, this is something you have to do. It's a must if you're practicing this path. That the past year, like 1.5 years, I've been preaching to the Australian community, Sinhala community, every Sunday. Those now they are doing there's a program called Karanno Dinanno. It's like people who are doing it, they will win it. That's the name of that, the idea of that program. So what they are doing is they are practicing the path. Each and every day they have to do a list of things. When they do that, they put a tick, the mark. Okay, this day I have completed these things, and the next day also I have completed these things. Likewise, they are completing, they are ticking. of that, whether they have offered water, whether they pass out transfer the merits. So I mean, we have some couple of activities that we have listed up. So if you want to practice this path, now start doing this. This is where to detox your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Not only the Dhamma. In order to understand the Dhamma, reflect Dhamma, understand the Dhamma, you need to have the merits. Can you promise me to do that? Can you all? If you're doing, that's good, but do with that determination. If you don't do that with the determination, start doing it with the determination. Because when you're doing merits without a determination, this is something like you're lighting up a torch without the front cup. The light is spreading everywhere. There's no use of that torch. You know, that torch has a front cup that is projecting that light rays to a particular spot to make it brighter, then it is useful. Otherwise, if you're switching on the torch without the cup, the light is spreading everywhere. There's no focus on that. Do you understand that? Something like that is happening. When you're involved in merits, if you do with the determination, that focuses your merits towards understanding the Dhamma. Otherwise, you will go and you will be born in heaven because of the merits. But that utter waste, isn't it? Even though you born in heaven, you will come back to the hell again. Do you think when you go to heaven, you'll be stay forever, or when you lose that energy, what happened? Back to school, where you started. This is your home. Where? There. Underground. This is the home that you came from. And you are now living a temporary life in this surface as a human being. Soon after we finish this, you're going back to the hell again. If you don't practice the path, if you don't achieve this goal, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, most of the people who live in this world will be born in the hell. I'm not the one who tells this. Who told this? Buddha. One occasion, Ananda Thero is asking, Buddha, I think all these people, when they pass away, they are going to the heaven, isn't it? The Buddha say, no, Ananda, don't ask that question. Then he asks it. I think it's Manusajati Sutra in the Tripitaka. And Buddha said, never tell like that, Ananda. Most of the people in this world who are passing away, they'll be born in the heaven or hell. They will be born in the hell. Because they don't have the merits. Because they consumed all the merits by coming to the human planes. So they don't have that merits now anymore. So they will go back to the hell. So please be mindful about this. Can you promise that you're going to start this? Offering the Buddha, offering water. If you forget this, start this. This will change your life, ladies and gentlemen. Got it? Okay. See you in the next episode of Detox Your Mind. May the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem be with you all.